Huge movie fanatic coming back yet again to review a random, just half-price books, $2 Rolly Rack clearance rack purchase. And this movie, actually, this one in Postcards from the Edge, I bought last week, I think Friday. Yeah, because I didn't know that they closed. It was like the 4th of July. And I looked online and they didn't say they had any holiday hours, so I went there like at 5:45, and then it was like, we close at 6. So I had to look through all 3 Rolly racks like this really quickly, and I literally just got out of there like at 6. So this is one of them that I found not even a week ago and watched, which I actually was right up my alley and I really loved, called Dead Calm for $2. This movie stars what the hell year? 1988. Sam Neill and Nicole Kidman and what's his name? Billy Zane. Now this cover is a lot better than actually the VHS cover that came out at the time. The VHS cover is that one which maybe I'll put on here as I describe it, which is kind of a boring cover, where it's just like Nicole Kidman's face sideways, halfway in, you know, just this red water or something. It's really kind of a stupid cover that never interested me. And this cover for me, just because it's like got the yacht in the cool dead calm right on top of the water, and I just really loved it. I don't know if this was theatrical poster art or what, but I really love that cover. And this is one of those stupid Warner Brother cases I was talking about, where it's cardboard and it has this plastic sealer, and whoever owned this movie was a smoker, because when you open this up, it's like the guy's name and phone number is actually right there. I'll just say Larry. I won't say his last name or his phone number, or should I? But it's got his name and his phone number in here, man. But this is one of these stupid, you know, and I remember Warner Brothers when they came out with them saying, we like this and we're not gonna change. We're not gonna stray from it. But it's just the stupidest, if I can cover up his name and phone number, stupidest way to do a DVDs ever. But this movie was right up my alley, because, I mean, shit, it's as close as I'm ever going to get to freaking sailing the ocean in a yacht, because it's like, that would be like, I'm like a water, I'll put this down now, a water fanatic, and in addition to a huge movie fanatic, I'm like a water fanatic. And to me, to be able to do what they did, which is the whole movie takes place on the yacht, you know, they're just sailing from wherever to wherever, and to be able to do that, man, oh, the boat is just beautiful in this movie, would just be so cool. So one thing I didn't quite understand about this, I gotta quit looking, I'm gonna cover it up. I don't know why I do that. It's so stupid to see me keep going like this. I mean, you're the viewer, my direction should be at you. But one thing I don't quite understand about this movie is it begins with a kind of a sad thing where, like, Sam Neill's character is like a 25-year-old, I mean, not 25-year-old, but he's 25 years of a seaman, in the sense that maybe, you know, he's like a captain now or something like that, and he's been in the, whatever, sailing the 7 seas for like 25 years or something like that, I think he says in the movie, 23 or something. And the movie starts like it's Christmas or something, and he gets off a train and everyone's families are greeting him, and then, you know, Sam Neill's like, where's my family? And then we end up seeing that Nicole Kidman with the young child, which is like a young kid, maybe 2 or 3 years old, got in this car wreck, and it was just this horribly explicit scene where the kid goes flying out the front. Ugh! I think I'm getting kind of pansy as I get older, which is fine. They show this, you know, it's raining and the kid is in the back seat, and he drops the stuffed animal and he unbuckles his belt, buckles himself out of the seat to get the thing on the floor, and Nicole Kidman's like, get back in there, and it's like, nah. Head-on collision, which I've been in one myself, and, you know, survived, obviously, and I don't remember it, so, you know, that's maybe a good thing. But obviously I kind of like having been through it, it's like, even though I don't remember any of it, it's kind of like when I see a head-on like video on YouTube or in a movie, I just go, that sucks. And then even more so in this case because they show the kid flying up through the front windshield, and it's just like, gosh dang, that sucks. But my point is, and she obviously survives. My point is, I don't quite understand what that had to do with the rest of the movie. I don't understand what it had to do with the rest of the movie. They don't use it to like, I've been through I lost my kid, so I'm not going to put up with this bullshit. I'm going to take charge. I just killed a mosquito on camera. So, I don't understand what that scene has to do with it. Personally, if I was the financier of this movie, that scene wouldn't have even been in the movie. I don't quite understand what it has to do with the rest of the movie. I don't think it has anything to do with it. So then it basically cuts to later or something, and they're, like I say, they're on this gorgeous freaking yacht, which is, like I say, as close as I'll ever get to doing this for real. But, oh my god, where they're just, freaking on the ocean, and they're going from wherever to wherever, and it's just like, oh my god. And, they're kind of like, she's obviously, well, both of them, they're like recovering or recuperating. I don't know how long this is after the accident, the movie takes place. But, like I say, I can't tell you how much this movie is right up my alley. And once again, if I can just say how much I love Half Price Books, because, I never, had this not just been on the clearance rolly rack, I may have never seen this movie, and it's just like, that's what I love about the clearance rolly rack, especially with their $2. It's like, I'm like, dead calm, and it's like Billy, I was gonna grab for the box, Billy Zane, which, I don't hate. This is like, pretty much like, 9 years before his role in Titanic, and, 8 years before his role in The Phantom. Whew. Slam evil. But this is my kind of scenario, a scenario that I really like, which is basically three people, that are three people in a secluded, environment, and it's very much my kind of fare in that sense, where it's just like really cool in the sense of, just on a yacht out in the ocean, and it's like they pick up Billy Zane from this boat, and we don't really know. He says everyone else is on there dead. It's like a dead calm. Ha ha ha. Did I say the title, like when I'm here to review Dead Calm? I don't know. If I didn't, you know what I'm reviewing. I'm reviewing Dead Calm. So, it starts like, dead calm, and it's just like they see this boat, and it's like, Billy Zane paddles over, and it's like this pirate ship. It's really weird. And Billy Zane paddles over, and he's like, all, get me out there. Everyone's dead. And the thing is, obviously he's going to end up being crazy or whatever, because what else is going to happen? And, of course, Sam Neill, just like the audience, is like, wants to know what the real story is on the boat, so once Billy Zane's asleep, he goes over in the rowboat, which is really stupid. He leaves his wife with this guy on the boat. And another thing I don't, understand is that, like, Sam Neill tells Nicole Kidman to, to, like, get the gun, have the gun ready, standing by, so when I'm gone, you can have the gun in case you need it, in case Billy Zane goes nuts. And I don't understand, like, he leaves before she's got the gun, because she has to, like, it's like a rifle, or like a shotgun, double barrel thing, and she's got to put it together. Like, if I was him, I'd be like, okay, let's put the gun together and get it loaded before I leave. And he just says, get the gun ready, and leaves, and then she doesn't get the gun ready. It's just like one of those movies, how people, they yell at the screen, it's like, don't go in there! It's like, get the gun ready! You're not building the gun. And it's just, that's one thing that I thought was stupid. It's like, why didn't she get it ready? Did she figure she wouldn't? I got an itch. I won't need it, so I'm not going to get it ready. It's just one of those writing flaws. It's just like, whatever. What ends up happening is, of course, Billy Zane comes to, and it's like, while Sam Neill's on the other boat, just covering the horrors of just dead corpses and a video of, some of what happened, and and stuff, and some of the people, a video of some of the people who were on the boat and stuff, and I don't know. I don't know if I really like the. I guess he had to do it this way. I guess it's kind of cool how I wasn't. I guess I was kind of disappointed as like throughout pretty much a whole movie, like Sam Neill is on this boat. I guess it's kind of cool because what would you have done if you were all three on the boat? Yeah, there's really no other way to do it. But Sam Neill's on this other boat, which he's like a super duper 25 years on the sea. He's a super duper captain, so he ends up getting this boat running, operational for a while, and there's this scene where he's coming back, and the Billy Zane takes off with Nicole Kidman in the yacht, and that's when Sam Neill goes. What's cool about the character is Sam Neill never really panics. He's like, oh, okay, well, not that he's happy about it. Now I gotta go back to the boat and see if I can get it started. So he's kind of like, how astronauts are very like, just very calm, like, okay, let's think this through. Let's not get all hysterical. He was kind of like that, like just, using his knowledge of the sea and boats and whatever to just very calmly just think of a way to get himself out of the predicament, So I'm going to go 3.5 stars yet again. I say yet again because I think the last 2 movies I reviewed were 3.5 stars or something like that. For Deep Calm, it's one that's just like, oh man, it's like I say, it's as close as I'm ever going to get to, sailing the ocean in a yacht, and it really, Jesus, I wonder how much like at the time, like this boat cost. That's what I said. I said to myself when no one answered because I was alone, but I said, I wonder while I was watching, I wonder how much that cost, like at that time, Oh, beautiful boat. I mean, it makes you just want to freaking just get one of those boats, or steal one like Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. That was, I reviewed that. I don't think many people watched it, if anyone. So thanks a lot. No, I'm kidding. You can watch whatever you want. That's what happened in that movie. They just steal a yacht. But I can't stress how beautiful the boat is and how much it makes you want to do it. But I can't, so oh well. I got my boat, which is a kayak. So I get to be on the river and the lakes on the kayak. So at least I'm on the water. It's some. There's a word for it. I can't find the word right now. I got itches because like the mosquitoes been poking at me in some manner. I guess that's not the word I was thinking of, but that'll do. I'm on the water in some manner anyway. So 3.5 stars for Deep Calm. It's I've never necessarily been a fan of Nicole Kidman. I mean, from certain angles she's kind of cute, but I don't really like her hair in this movie. And Sam Neill, it's great to see. Like, I like Sam Neill. And I think they both get to basically have their actual accents because they both have like, is Nicole Kidman from Australia or something like that? So I think they both get to actually have their accents that they have in reality. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they do. So they don't have to do like the American accent bullshit. And of course Billy Zane, I think, gets to just have his American accent as it is normally. And oh, I guess one of my only complaints with the movie, with the exception of like, why is that car crash kid going through the window beginning even in the movie at all, is the end where it's like, of course they just milk it, and I was just like, rolled my eyes where it's like, towards the end they throw, and that's another thing in the movie where Nicole Kidman like drugs him, and he ends up falling asleep, and she ties him up. It's just like, throw him overboard. I don't understand that. That's so stupid. That's another one of those instances where you like, throw him overboard. She ties him up and locks him in this room. Of course he ends up coming out, and it's just like, it's just that kind of stuff where it's like, that's a bunch of bullshit. Just throw him overboard. And that's what they end up doing. But what's stupid is they like end up throwing him overboard in some inflatable emergency like tent floaty. And it's just like, throw him overboard with nothing. So he dies. You don't have to keep him alive. He's been trying to kill you. You don't have to, you don't have to kill him yourself, but just throw him overboard and the shark will do the rest. It's just one of those instances where it's just like, give me a break. And then they end up at the very end. He ends up coming alive, coming back aboard, and it's like, give me a break. So I will still stand by the 3.5 stars, but the end is just unfortunately like they really milk it like they do so often in movies, where it's kind of like I would have been fine with the movie just ending before that last final. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Last final scene where it's just like he climbs back aboard and it's like another attack scene, because it just like it ends right after it starts anyway. It's just like, well, whatever, but they like to milk it. So thank you very much for watching my, what's this movie called? Dead Calm review. And I guess we'll see you on the ocean in a yacht. Not really. Thanks for watching.